and welcome back to the Torres podcast. We had last week the Pau Torres podcast, daily doses of Pau Torres news. Well, I'm bringing you now another Torres, Ferran Torres, to Aston Villa. So, welcome to Up the Villa podcast. Welcome to Transfer Hub. If you are new to us, you watch us in and out, subscribe, hit subscribe, helps me out massively. Let's have a like target. We smashed the last like target. Let's have a like target of 1,000. So a lot of you have got to hit the like button. So let's go big. Let's try and get 1,000 likes on this episode. So welcome to Transfer Hub. We've got a couple of rumours, links on this episode. So stay tuned, sit back, grab a cuppa and enjoy some Aston Villa chat. So we were linked with Ferran Torres when Almani was apparently coming to Aston Villa. That came out pretty sharply after Almani was sort of rumoured to be coming to Aston Villa, and then it all went very, very quiet. There's a bit of a mixed bag at the minute. It's up and it's down. It's on and it's off. He's coming, he's not coming. He wants to stay. He's being pushed out. So I'm going to bring you all the different sources that I've got. And then we're going to go into and we're going to get your thoughts. So I want your thoughts on Ferran Torres to Aston Villa. And then we'll go with another little link that I've got towards the end of this episode. So let's try and decipher the Ferran Torres news then. So first one is coming from Sports Witness. They're saying that today I am at Barcelona, but football takes many turns. I have the phone on aeroplane mode. On July 10th, I will open it. So this is coming from Sports Witness, a quote from Ferran Torres. There's a quote from Fabrizio saying, I can't wait to continue at Barcelona. I'm happy and my plan is to continue at the club. So that's Ferran Torres' plan, to continue at the club. But what we are sort of reading between the lines here is that Barcelona are looking to sell or get rid of Ferran Torres. So it may technically not be Ferran Torres' main decision whether he can stay or not. We know that Barcelona need to get rid of players, need to sell players. So Ferran Torres, to me, looks like he's one of those that he's surplus to requirements at Barcelona. We have also got this news story, which has really caught my eye. Ferran Torres wants to stay, but if he leaves, Matteo Almani knows his favourite destination. So this does really sort of tie in with the link of when Almani was linked to come to Aston Villa, and then Villa were linked with Ferran Torres. So there does seem a bit of something in this, I'm not going to lie. So Ferran Torres doesn't want to leave. A few minutes ago, he did an interview in his homeland in Valencia where he confirmed that his intentions are not to leave the club, of course. He wants, he knows that everything can happen this summer. And in the case he has to say goodbye. He already has a club chosen. Can't get the words out. Barcelona, they can't promise him continually if he continues at such a low level like Ansu Fati. Then go on to saying that they have declared transferable to Matteo Almani. Despite his intentions to want to stay, Ferran Torres is aware that from Barcelona, they have been looking for a new destination for a couple of months. Positions to choose him from. Foisio is clear. Is that how you say that? I have no idea. Ferran Torres chooses Unai Emery. The Aston Villa, a team that has currently qualified to the Conference League, is the team that the striker likes the most. It's probably for Unai Emery, his coach, whom he considers a reference, and he did very well in Valencia. These articles are very difficult to read because they are translated from, it must be Spanish to English. So the wording proper throws you. You expect a word to be there and it's not there. And then the sentence just doesn't sound like it makes sense. Anyway, so those are all of the sources, the links, the rumours. So again, like I said at the start, I'm reading between how I interpret how this is going. Of course, he wants to stay at Barcelona. Barcelona are looking to sell. They're looking to recruit some money. There's a link between Almani and Emery and Villa because that link was there anyway. So they must have been speaking about some form of vision and transfers, etc. Then I think Villa are looking actively for a winger. And if I'm going to be totally blunt, Ferran Torres is an Unai Emery player. I mean, I watch him, Ferran Torres, and I just think Emery would get the best out of him. 100%. 100%. Agile. He's got guile. He's got trickery. He's got a silky, smooth way of manoeuvring the football. He's got a left foot. He's got a right foot. He can use both in context. His vision and reading of the game is very, very good. Breaking through the lines. He's running and his sort of positional awareness is very cute, if that's the word you'd like to say about it. It's very cute. It's the right run. It's the right time. Finishing is very, very good. He's just a silky player that would thrive in an Unai Emery system. And in my opinion, he'd be a welcome addition to Aston Villa. So the other links that I've seen is that it would be a loan deal with an option to buy for £25 million. To me, that would be brilliant business from Aston Villa. Loan, option to buy, sounds really, really good. So if we can get that one over the line, when he turns his phone on and he's slapped with messages from the Villa that we want you, I think if we are interested, if these rumours are true, then I think it would be a welcome addition for Aston Villa. I think a lot of you will be excited by it. I think a lot of you are willing and wanting Aston Villa to sign a striker and a winger. So I think it would be music to your ears that we are linked with an attacking player. And I'll rate him, I think, again, a bit like Unai Emery. He gets a little bit of discredit for actually how decent he was in the Premier League. I was listening to a Man City podcast yesterday and they were talking about this Ferran Torres to Villa. And it's nice now hearing other clubs talk about Villa. And they were just like, Aston Villa are absolutely doing bits. Pau Torres, what a signing that is. Now linked with Ferran Torres. Like, you could hear their excitement in their voice that they were like, Villa are actually like going places next season. And to hear like a Man City fan talking like that, I think it was pretty cool, to be fair. So, yeah, so Ferran Torres, I think when he was in the Premier League, I think he left too soon to really get a good understanding of how good he is. But if we go back and have a look here at his time in the Premier League, so his first season in the Premier League, he had a 6.84, played 24 games, started 15, scored 7 goals, and he got 2 assists. Passing accuracy, 91%. Dribbling success, 43. So that goals return in his first season in the Premier League wasn't that bad. Second season, bit part player, 4 games, 4 starts, 2 goals. So again, record decent, 1 assist. So this Man City fan was saying that he was actually, a decent player for him. So I think his goal against Newcastle was just sublime as well. So if we go and have a look at his time last season, 33 games played, started 14. So he's not playing enough games, is he? And at Barcelona, they're after the next big superstar, aren't they? 4 goals, 2 assists. Those numbers aren't that high, are they? Season before, 4 goals, 4 assists. So it really does look like they are looking to sort of make way and move Ferran Torres off. For context, let's have a look at his rating. So he's got 71 attacking. Bailey's got 67. Technical, Bailey 1 point ahead. Tactical, you've got Ferran Torres better. Defending, Ferran Torres is better. Creativity, Bailey's got a 65. Torres has got a 58. His defensive work is a question mark. This says it's better than Bailey, but I think his defending would have to massively improve in an Unai Emery system as well, which you'd expect it would anyway. His market value is around 30 million. I think we'd be looking, like I said, to get him for 25 with, that's even after a loan spell. So if we have a look at his stats per 90, what is really high are his progressive passes received. So when I was talking about him breaking through the lines, receiving those passes in attacking areas, he's receiving 11.35, which shows that he's involved. He's showing for the ball quite a lot. I think one of the criticisms for our wingers at the minute is they can have a 5-minute spell and then disappear for around 85 minutes. So at least this does show that, there's a progressive pass being received quite a lot, to be fair. So I think that one is interesting to look at. Pass completion, 76%. So his stats are decent, but I think you've got to look at them with a pinch of salt, really, because he's not really playing, is he? So if he's not playing that often, it's quite difficult to read the stats, really. So I think if we have another little comparison to Bailey's passing stats received, he's at sort of like 8. So you can see that Ferran Torres is receiving the ball more than Bailey's in attacking areas anyway. So, right. So that is that one done. Ferran Torres. Villa fans, let me know what your thoughts are. How are you feeling about this one? I imagine that some of you will be feeling good because it's an attacking player. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. In other news, when was it? About a week ago, we had the news from MLS transfers that Aston Villa were looking at Tyler Adams from Leeds United. It's come out now that Aston Villa have been negotiating with Leeds for Tyler Adams, but can't find common ground on price. So there does seem some truth in this Tyler Adams one as well. So, I really like Tyler Adams. It would be a welcome addition to Aston Villa, in my opinion. So that is good. Hopefully we can find that common ground price. But if we can't, we've got to walk away. So nice little episode for you on a Saturday. Hopefully you are enjoying the content. I know a lot of you are. So, transfer rumours, I really enjoy them. So if I enjoy them, I can create the content on my channel. So thank you, everybody who has been enjoying the comment. I'm getting a lot of messages, not just on the pod, but like private messages saying how much you're enjoying the content. Shout out. Where did this message come from? Shout out to, I'm sorry I forgot your name, the guy that's in hospital. Shout out to you. And shout out to the guy that's in the cubicle in front of you, who is the Wolves fan, who I imagine can hear you watching this podcast. So shout out and up the Villa. Hopefully you're on the mend, mate. And, things are looking up for you. But, I know you've been watching on loud in the hospital. So glad that we're sort of getting you through your time in hospital, mate. So hopefully you're doing good. Up the Villa, everyone, and I'll speak to you all soon. Oh, and tomorrow we have an Against the Odds episode out as well. So that will be out first thing tomorrow morning. So cheers for all the support. Up the Villa.